President Stephen Worship, Director Tanase, dear Ambassador Padipati, Ambassador Dietz, Eric Dietz, dear ambassadors, DGs from all around Europe, Rotarians, friends, protocol observed. This is my 11th speech or 12th, I don't know, during this week. And I said, let me say something from the bottom of my heart, as I usually do. However, I would like to take some more minutes just to do a recap how it all started. Here, we are gathered to celebrate the achievement, the magic of Rotary, what we did throughout the years. It all started 33 years ago in Albania. It all started 25 years ago in Kosovo, with the first initiatives of Rotary in both countries. We have been working together hand by hand with the Rotary International in order to do good in the world, not only in our local communities, however, worldwide. The long story short, after several years, with the help of Rotary International, and please forgive me if I forget any names because the list it is quite long, and I won't forget any names during my final speech at the conference of our district, which is going to be in June. However, I have to mention some of them. So Rotary International helped us by delegating some marvelous representatives who helped us build the first leaders of our district, and together they were side by side along us in order to create the momentum for this district. Here, two of them are present. I would like them just to raise, and we will applaud them. The first one, it was Murat Çelik. Where is Murat? Here is he. Who worked 6 long years with us in building the structure of this district. I know, I agree with you. Thank you very much, Murat. And then it culminated with another dear friend of ours, Radu Popescu. Anthony Hilscher from Austria, Marian Bulat from Croatia, who are not here. And then Murat Çelik from Turkey, and also our dear friend Radu Popescu from Romania are our stars. You have seen the flag of Kosovo with stars? They are stars of our district. So big thank you for all of them once again. Now, all of this couldn't happen if it wasn't the continued support from Rotary International. And honestly, there's a big list again of presidents who supported us because they see in us what we really believed. They saw the power, they saw the enthusiasm, they saw the deep motivation that we Rotarians of this part of the world had to do good in the world. So they helped us. It was Shekhar Mehta, past president of Rotary International, Jennifer Jones, and now we are so happy to have her here, our leader, and we are so much inspired by you, President Worship, who is continuously supporting us, not only surviving as a district, but thriving, as we are showing now that we are thriving with all our activities and projects. So a big applause for all the President, and especially big applause for our President here, Stephen Worship. Lately, a good friend of ours has missed some of the opportunities to take part in the main activities that we have organized as a district. And I consider him, but we all consider him, godfather of the district. He is the district membership chair, my brother and my good friend, Ardian Yashari, Ardian Hoja, sorry, I apologize, Ardian Hoja, who together with Florentina, Agnesa, Petrit, Merita, ignited this possibility to create this district together alongside with Rado in Prague, where we had the first time after the COVID multi-zone institute. So a big applause for my dear brother Arjan Hoja. We did it. We did it also with the help of the administration of Rotary International. We have been supported from day one from John Hugo and the administration of Rotary International. So by thanking him, we thank the administration of Rotary International. He supported along all this journey us, and for that we are thankful. Now the dream came true. Enough with the story. Here we are, new district, just for the friends. Why it's important having a district? 1.4 million Rotarians and the Rotaractors. Situated in 46,000 clubs, but coordinated by 530 districts. So, and then we have a board of 90 members and the president of Rotary International. We have been without representation. So we have been clubs together with the board and also the president. So now we have our own boards, and now we are part of the policy making within Rotary International. But we started this journey in the first year of our district as district with embracing the theme, the magic of Rotary. I can easily say what I'm seeing so far and what we have done along all this journey. It was really a magical year. So it was a tremendous year. We started with a lot of activities, hand by hand, supporting clubs all around Albania and Kosovo, in doing good in our local communities. A lot of projects going on. And we have now a witness. We have Stephanie, we have Daniel, who have witnessed numerous activities and projects all around Albania and Kosovo. We have donated auto ambulances, and we have provided free health services. We have created a new sports field. We are donating now state-of-the-art equipments for medical health institutions. We have trained psychologists within schools to support children with trauma. We are continuing with 3D printers for the schools. We have done numerous projects. And actually also here we have representatives from the Embassy of Japan who are really supporting us now in another important mission of ours, a project, the medical institution of Prishtina and of Kosovo. So we have done numerous activities. I have been warmly accepted in all the clubs. Wherever you go, you can see a big enthusiasm, because now we have our own district and we have a type of support from Rotary International. It was a really magical year. One of my friends here said, Butvind, I see that you are a dreamer. I can say, you believe I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Here we have representatives of 1,000 dreamers within our district. So big applause for all the Rotarians who made this possible to have our own district. Last but not least, we are so proud with Mother Teresa. And actually, it was easy for us to follow this path, because we said, okay, let's follow some proven paths. And Mother Teresa said, maybe not all of us can do big things, but all of us, we can do small things with great hearts. I believe every action of Rotarians within our district is done with compassion, with strong feelings, and with big heart. So I would like to thank you all for being tonight present here, because here we celebrate 120 years of Rotary worldwide. We are proud to be part of the biggest service organization in the world. We are celebrating 33 years of existence of Rotary in Albania, and the first year of the new baby born of our district. And together, I would like to raise a toast to all of you for being part of this precious moment. Cheers to all of you.
With all protocol observed, Allow me to say good evening, everyone, to my family and friends of Rotary. Like the district governor, I think this might be the 11th or 12th time that I've had an opportunity to stand before you. And instead of a very long speech, I know that we are waiting for dinner, so I'm going to be actually very brief. Those of you who have had an opportunity to hear me or to spend some time with me know that I am not very formal. In fact, I'm very down to earth. Earlier in the week, I had an opportunity to sing to Rotarians and Rotaractors, but tonight, I'm going to lead you in singing. Because there's nothing in our constitutional documents in Rotary that says we cannot have fun. So for just a few minutes, I would like to ask members of the Irresistible Dream Team.
Good evening, everyone. I hear people saying that was the best speech ever, and I agree. And I will say it was very, very difficult to follow that. But in the spirit of tonight and the informality and the sense of family and community, I did leave my remarks that my team had prepared for me at my desk. So this is going to be me ad-libbing. Just please don't tell anyone on my staff, because they worked very hard on those remarks. But good evening, and thank you for the invitation to be here tonight, and welcome President Urchik to Kosovo. I think you've already seen the wonderful hospitality that this country offers. So rather than my formal remarks, I thought I'd talk a little bit about what Rotary means to me. This isn't my first time engaging with Rotary, as I was telling the President. The first time was when I was a Peace Corps volunteer a very long time ago. I won't tell you how long ago, because I think it would be shocking. But I was in Zimbabwe, which is in southern Africa. And I was living in a small village in southern Zimbabwe. And there happened to be a Rotary Club member that lived in Zimbabwe. He was an expatriate who was an American living in the big city about 2 hours away from me. So he came to me one day, I met him at some event or another, and he said, hey, I'm a member of Rotary Club back in the United States in this small town, I believe it was in Michigan. And he told me, I've talked to my Rotary Club about the work that you're doing here, and we'd like to help, and we'd like to get involved. I'd never really heard of Rotary before then. I was like, what do you mean? This small town in Michigan wants to help my community here in southern Bulawayo region. And he said, yes, we want to do something. I was a little bit dubious. I'm like, okay, let's see what they can do. I'm not going to turn down any assistance. And so I brought him to my community and I introduced him around and I took him to the school that I was working with. And he said, oh, I know what would be wonderful. We have a program where we donate soccer uniforms and balls for the students in various schools all over the world. We'd love to be able to do that with you. And I said, sure. And again, I was kind of suspicious. How do they even know how many uniforms, how much they need? They said, just give us the numbers of the students and let us know what you need, and we'll make sure to get it to you. So we gave them all that information. I said, okay, let's just see what happens. Still a little bit dubious. I was very young at the time. I was, 25, 26 years old, and actually 23 years old, let me say that. And I said, sure, if they want to help us see what happens, it can't hurt. But 2 months later, I get a call from him and said, hey, our uniforms have arrived. We'd like to come over to the school to bring them to you. That's great. So I told the town leaders, and they organized this really great event. We still didn't really know what to expect. So anyway, this person comes in, and he has these 2 big boxes of stuff. So we open them up, and they're uniforms. They're soccer uniforms. These children were so excited. I cannot tell you. They played soccer all the time, of course, because for them a really popular sport. So what they did immediately, they put out all the uniforms, and I don't know how, but magically they all found uniforms that would fit them. 10 minutes later, they all come out of the schoolhouse, and they're all wearing these uniforms. They're from school in the United States that had donated them. And the sense of pride and joy on these kids' faces, I still remember this day. They took out all the soccer balls that also had been included, and they started playing a game impromptu, and they were just so happy. And that was my first experience with Rotary, but it wasn't the last. So this club stayed connected with this village for the entire time I was there, and they started looking at else what else they could do. They helped the community build boreholes to help get fresh water for the community. And they took note of some of the special students that were there that were really trying, needed some extra help. So one student, I will tell you, he paid, this Rotary Club paid the school fees for the student, and then later on, when he was able to go to college, they helped pay his way to college. I heard from him about like 15 years ago. And he's now a banker in Zimbabwe. And he talked about how Rotary Club changed his life. So in the United States, Rotary Club is known as very much as a small town organization. People grow up and they join Rotary Club, they attend the dinners at the events, and they work in, and they do various volunteer events in the community. But I don't think anybody knows the full scale of the work that you do. President Urchik, and you were saying there's 46,000 branches all over the world. Think about that and what that means. From the United States throughout the world, this is one of the largest organizations in the world. It operates totally under the radar. No press, no major media campaigns, but you are in every community. And it's very much grassroots. It's people like you in every community that just want to do good. And that's what you're doing here. Through your connections and through your network, you are helping without notice, without fame, without thank you. You are doing, and you are filling a vital space in the communities by the work that you're doing. That is the small town. What I told you about this young man that thrives and is living now because of the work of Rotary in Zimbabwe. Not even a Rotary Club in Zimbabwe, but a Rotary Club in the United States. That's one microcosm. But looking at the macro, you have a branch here that is a combination of Albania and Kosovo. You are bringing together two countries and joining them into one organization that is here for one common purpose, to help your communities. And that's amazing. When you think about a region like the Balkans that is known for strife and conflict, organizations like yours, they bring people together, they overcome differences and they overcome conflict and violence and say, here's what we can do together. Not under the auspices of an NGO or of a government organization, but people. Everyday people like all of you sitting here in this room that decide and think about where can we make the most difference? Whether it is maybe funding radiation therapy at a hospital, or buying school uniforms for children that can't afford them themselves, or digging wells. But you know your communities and you know what your community needs, and you fill that space. Again, without any fame, without any kind of expectation of acknowledgement, you do this because it's the right thing to do. And you're not just doing this here, you're part of this huge network all over the world that is doing this and then bringing these countries closer together. President Urchik said sometimes she loses track of the number of countries she goes to on a visit. And that's amazing when you have to go to so many places because there's so many people involved. So I'm just here, I'm not a Rotarian yet. Maybe someday in the future, I would love to join and go to those dinners and talk about the experiences and see what I can do to help in my community and see what our community can do to help overseas internationally. Because it's not just your community and the people here that you're impacting. Everything that you do here, as we were talking about at the table, one small act that resonates and echoes throughout the world. The fact that Rotary Club in Michigan paid for the school fees of a young boy in Zimbabwe helped him, helped his family, helped the society in Zimbabwe. They might not know about this person right now, but he knows you. He knows your organization. And I hope hopefully he started his own Rotary Club in Zimbabwe as a result of the effort and the support that he received. And here, the bonds that you're building, not just here in Kosovo, but between Albania and Kosovo, those are real, those are strong. So when there's times of conflict and times of stress, people will remember this. They will remember the connections and the networks that are formed here today. President Urshik said she was going to North Macedonia next. And when she goes there, she'll be able to talk about the organization here that started. And I would be shocked in 3, 4, maybe even 2 years that there might not be some joint cooperation between North Macedonia, Albania, and Kosovo. And that's why this organization is here. It's to build bridges, to create connections where the others might not be able to do so. Because you are the people, you are the citizens, and you've taken this responsibility on. And it's a big responsibility. And sitting here at this table, you might not realize it, but you're representatives of your community, and you've taken on the responsibility of doing good, making a difference, not just in your community, but in your region, in your country, and for the world. So thank you for everything that you're doing, for your dedication and the time that you put into your work here. And again, I'm very honored to be here and to say thank you to all of you. So I don't have my glass, but I will say that lift up your glasses to the Rotary and to the Rotary Club of Albania and Kosovo. May you have a huge and bright future where you make a difference, and that you continue to take these small actions that will ripple and change the world. Thank you.
Good evening. So this was not planned, and I don't know what to say. Maybe just a thought, continuation of what I told you yesterday, or maybe today earlier. I want to share with you a thought. We are here, and you are the newly charted Rotary district, and we are Rotarians for many districts, for many clubs, but there is something that we have in Rotary, and is quite unique. And this something is a principle, the principle of non-dominance. And according to it, you, as a new district, you are equal to any other district. Because the non-dominance for us means that no district is above other, and no club is above other, and no Rotarian is above other, regardless of his role. So maybe here there are club presidents, district governors, past district governors, directors, but none of us is above others. We are just Rotarians with different roles. So, being in your first year, I can still say welcome in the Rotary family. Thank you.
The foundation also has an endowment fund. And the endowment fund is meant to help the legacy of a district. And I'm happy to announce that your district now has an endowment fund, thanks to the governor and several others, who have created an endowment fund for this district, for District 2485. So unlike outright cash gifts, which go immediately to fund projects around the world, the endowment fund stays in a fund and only the earnings are used and come back to your district. So that ensures that your district will always have a source of a charitable fund to help should it be needed. So thank you again.
Vetëm për ata që nuk e kuptojnë gjuhën angleze, atëherë përpos që patëm 3 rotarianë të cilët kanë dhuruar $10,000 dhe sot e marrin edhe titullin Major Donor, neve kemi krijuar edhe në gjallë. Jemi në vitin e parë të distriktit dhe qëllimi është që distriktin ta lënë në këmbë të sigurta. Atëherë duke biseduar me doktor Agrona Vroshin, me Florentina Dushin dhe me rezartën, thamë, hajde që bojmë edhe një gjatë mirë në emër të distriktit. Dhe çfarë bëm? Dhuruam $25,000 edhe e krijuam sepse kjo është nevojshme për ta krijuar një fond investim dhe krijuam fondin investim në emër të distriktit. Quhet Fondi Investim Distrikt 485, ku ai fond do të ngjelet në fondacionin Rotary ndërkombëtar, ndërsa vetëm përfitimet nga ky fond ato do të ndahen. Gjysma do t'i takojnë distriktit tonë në vitet e vazhdimsi dhe gjysma do t'i takojnë fondacionit Rotary. Me këtë ne deshëm me tregu që jemi kontribut dhënës në familjen e madhe rotariane që në vitin e parë. Kështu që gjithë rotarianë me urime dhe në njëjtën kohë ju ftojmë që kur do që tani të bëni ndonjë dhurim bujar, ti bashkangjiteni këtij fondi dhe nga $25,000 ta bëjmë $250,000, 2.5 milion e kështu me radhë që ta fuqizojmë distriktin tonë. Dhe distrikti jonë të ketë fonde të mjaftueshme për të bërë projekte në të ardhmen dhe të sigurojmë që të shkojmë. Ju falenderoj shumë. Florentina, falenderoj Florentina, doktor Agroni edhe rezartë. Fellow Rotarian as well, Ersin Komoni from Rotary Club Prishtina Gala. Welcome everyone. And another dear Rotarian is invited to take place here in the podium. It is, she is the president of my club, Lerta Vula Rizvanoli. We continue with good surprises as well. One of my dear friends here, DJ Mihaela said. We got some requirements from our dear president. However, I'm not going to reveal always with all my members. So, as we know, the stronghold and the backbone of Rotary International and our districts are our members. As you can see, if it wasn't for members, then there wouldn't be any district or Rotary International family. Therefore, we are proud to say that today we are going to notice establishment of a new Rotary E-Club, Prishtina Gala. So I invite here the representatives of Prishtina Gala or the president to take the floor. So it is an Italian-speaking club comprised of Italians, Albanians of Albania, and of Kosovo here in Prishtina. Thank you very much.
Vajta kalova, gjitha lëve Ei un pătâr, ei un pătâr, uita-le pasă, e da-le pas, e da-le